What if I told you the entire balance of power in the AFC North might have just shifted? And it happened quietly, not with a blockbuster trade or headline-grabbing scandal, but with one signature. One name. Myles Garrett. That's right, Browns fans, your franchise cornerstone just made a move that could define the next decade in Cleveland football. And if you've been sleeping on what this truly means, now's the time to wake up. Welcome back to Browns Breakout, your go-to spot for all things Cleveland Browns. If you bleed orange and brown, hit that like button and subscribe now. Because what's coming next is big. Real big. Let's rewind for a second. Since 2017, Myles Garrett hasn't just been a defensive end, he's been a force of nature. The number 1 overall pick walked into Cleveland with sky-high expectations and then smashed through every single one. With over 100 career sacks already under his belt, Garrett isn't just chasing legends, he is one. His speed, power, explosiveness? Unmatched. But what sets him apart is the impact you feel when he's on the field. The moment he lines up, offenses panic. Quarterbacks flinch. Entire game plans crumble. But here's the thing. For all his individual dominance, there's always been that question hanging in the air. Has it been enough? Have the Browns truly capitalized on Garrett's greatness? Because let's be honest, despite playoff flashes, Cleveland has yet to make that deep postseason run. The kind that transforms a team from a maybe to a menace. And then came the whispers this offseason. Trade rumors. Tension. Could it be? Was Myles Garrett, Mr. Cleveland himself, ready to walk? For a few tense weeks, the fan base held its breath. You could almost feel the foundations shaking. But just when doubt started creeping in, boom. The Browns locked him down, 4 years, $160 million. The richest deal ever for a non-quarterback. Let that sink in. Cleveland didn't just pay Garrett. They doubled down on him. They bet the house that he's the anchor, the leader, the heartbeat of this franchise. This isn't just a contract. It's a mission statement. The Browns are done playing small. And Myles Garrett? He's not going anywhere. At 29, Garrett is entering his absolute prime. He's not the future anymore, he's the now. Last season, 47 tackles, 14 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Those aren't just stats. That's destruction. That's disruption. That's domination. Week in, week out, Garrett turned the Browns' defense into a nightmare factory. And now, with this new deal, his role just expanded. He's no longer just the best player on the field, he's the face of the franchise. The rallying point. The rock. Think about what that means for a team like Cleveland, a team that's been chasing consistency like a dog after its tail for years. Coaching changes, front office shakeups, quarterback drama. Through all of it, Garrett has been the constant. The example. The one guy who shows up, puts in the work, and delivers. And his leadership? That's where it gets special. Young players gravitate toward him. Veterans respect him. When Garrett speaks, the locker room listens. When he plays, the entire defense levels up. That's how culture is built. That's how dynasties start. Now zoom out for a second. This is the AFC North we're talking about, the roughest, toughest division in football. Lamar and the Ravens. Burrow and the Bengals. The Steelers always lurking. It's a street fight every week. And in the middle of that storm stands Myles Garrett, cleats dug in, eyes locked, ready to swing the balance. This contract, it's not just a win for Browns. It's a warning to the rest of the division. Cleveland's not rebuilding. Cleveland's coming. Sure, there are still hurdles. The Browns haven't hoisted the Lombardi yet. Garrett's had setbacks, injuries, controversies, the weight of carrying a franchise. But through all of it, he's grown. He's tougher, smarter, hungrier. And now, he's locked in and leading the charge. Let's be real. If the Browns are going to make the leap, it starts here. With Garrett terrorizing quarterbacks. With the defense feeding off his energy. And with a roster that's finally starting to look complete. A rising offense. An improving O-line. Weapons at wide receiver. If all those pieces click, Cleveland's not just a playoff team. They're a problem. And Browns fans, you've earned this moment. Through heartbreak, rebuilds, and almosts you kept the faith. Now, with Garrett locked in and the roster taking shape, the window is open. The opportunity is real. And the dream? Closer than ever. So let's ride this wave together. If you believe in what's building in Cleveland, if you believe in Garrett, in this defense, in this team, hit that subscribe button and stay locked into Browns Breakout. We're not just covering a team. We're following a movement. Because this isn't just about football anymore. It's about identity. It's about grit. It's about proving that Cleveland can and will win on the biggest stage. And with number 95 leading the way, why not now?